Hello.
Hi. All right. All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome. I'm Jennifer, and this is Lexi, and we're so glad you're here tonight. We really are excited to chat with you guys about EverySwatch. Lexi and I are like beyond excited about this. And we really want to make sure everyone knows what it's about. We're really trying to get the word out about EverySwatch. And we're just thrilled that you guys are here tonight. And we wanted to answer any questions you guys may have about EverySwatch, as well as trying to make sure that everyone understands the whole process and what it is and the concept behind it and why we're doing it. Right, Lexi?
Right.
Hey there, how are you? Hi, Pam. Hey, guys. So essentially, Lexi, do you want to go and tell them about EverySwatch and really why we're doing it and kind of the whole concept? Because I think there's like bits and pieces people have just slowly discovered as we've kind of slowly told people about it, right?
Okay, so EverySwatch or EverySwatch.com is still currently in development. So I know the number one question is, can we upload to the site? You cannot upload to the site right now, but we are posting photos on the Instagram account so people can kind of get an idea of what kinds of things that we will be featuring on there. And it also is helping us kind of narrow down exactly what, how this process should work. So it's very, very important to, share the swatches. If you have any, we would love to have that. So you can just DM us on the EverySwatch Instagram page. And basically what we are doing is we are creating a huge library of swatches. And this is going to be swatches for all different types of products: eyeshadows, foundations, concealers, blushes, lipsticks. We would like to have it all. So we want nail polish also. But we want to be able to have a place where people can go and they can look at all of the makeup products that they're interested in purchasing and make an informed consumer decision. So a lot of times the store websites and swatches you see online, they're doctored, they're a computerized image. Sometimes the colors don't look anything alike. We've all, I'm sure we've all gotten products where we've looked at it online and it looks like one thing, and then you get it, it's completely different. Mm-hmm. Now, for us in the US, a lot of times we can just return it. But for most of the people in the world, they do not have that luxury. So regardless of whether or not you can return something, it's still like producing waste that is just accumulating. They cannot then resell that if you've tried it out. So, it's just a compounding problem. And hopefully EverySwatch will be the answer to that. So you'll be able to go on EverySwatch. You can search for products, new and old products, any type of cosmetic item, and you will be able to find swatches for that. And it's not just going to be on our skin tones. We want swatches on all skin tones. So the more swatches that are, uploaded to the website, the better and more diverse the library will be. Now, in return for having people upload these swatches, because we are relying on all of you in the community to, contribute, in return for that, there's a rewards program. And this, I think, is like the best part about EverySwatch, because in return for uploading swatches, and we will have like standards and things for those swatches, if you are willing to upload and meet those standards, in return, you are going to get rewards that you can then cash in for different things like gift cards to buy more makeup, or perhaps a special sales code, like not like, first order, get 10% off your first order, but like an actual unique sales code. That's good. So, those are the types of things that we're looking for in the reward program. And I think that's going to be really helpful. Jen, what else did I miss?
I think what is also important to know is that in order for us to assess and evaluate all the gift cards we're probably going to need, all the sales codes we're going to have to discuss with all the brands and things like that, those are starting to develop, but we have no idea how many people would be interested, right? Isn't that right, Lexi? Like,
yes.
So we need people to sign up so that we understand, oh, there's this many people interested, this many people will be able. It's a very different concept because it's a very different, it's a different way of doing things. It's a different way of us all coming together and creating this together. So that's why we need to really understand, okay, this many people have signed up and this is how many gift cards we're probably going to need for when we first launch, kind of thing. So
right. And also just how much, because creating the actual website and the storage space and all of that, it is a huge, huge endeavor and it's not easy. So we want to make sure we do it right. So there are no, any sort of like bugs or glitches going into it. Mm-hmm. And in order for us to, make sure that we can accommodate everything, that's one of the reasons we really need to have as many people as possible sign up. So we really know, how much this will be used and accessed and things like that.
Right. And so it's really just trying to get a gauge and trying to understand. That's why we're working on it. It's in development. And we're kind of to that point now where we're kind of like, oh, we need to know how many people are really going to want this happening, want this, how many people are going to want to upload swatches? How many people are going to want to try to earn gift cards or these types of things? So that in turn is you guys sharing and also, sharing and then also providing swatches, and so that we can continue to show swatches on different skin tones as we are in development so that people are able to see, oh, this is EverySwatch. They're serious about this. This is what they want. It's really just something that is inclusive, and we just want it to be the best that it can possibly be in all areas. So that is why we are where we are in this development. I think some people had some questions about it. So, and that's really the reason why we're not ready yet to upload swatches. And we really want to be able to make this as robust as possible for you guys.
And another really useful feature of EverySwatch is going to be that you can keep track of your own makeup collection on there. So you can easily pull up swatches of your own items and compare them to new items or things that you are considering purchasing. So you can do like side-by-side comparisons, and you can look at, a palette versus a palette and so forth to kind of get an idea as to what you'd like to purchase. It's going to be a very useful tool, in my opinion, to make sure that it's really something that you want to add to your collection. And so I think that's going to be really helpful as well.
And then two, just to kind of give an example. So for example, we have this Auric Glow Lust, right? Isn't that what it's called? Auric Glow Lust, yes. So this is a luminizer, and a lot of people always want to see, okay, so what's the difference between this and the Charlotte Tilbury one, right? Well, someone can have this swatched on EverySwatch, and then you can say, oh, well, I have the Charlotte Tilbury one, so this is what it looks like on me. Let me upload and compare to what someone else has already swatched to a skin tone that is very similar to mine. That's essentially the idea, the goal, and so people can make more informed decisions.
Right. So let's go to some of the questions in the comment section.
All right. Hi. Hey there. Okay. Simply Swatch asked, is it intended to be limited to luxury products, or will it be open to any price range, mid-range, drugstore, indie, etc.?
So yes, we do want to have it open to every price range. The goal is everything. Okay.
Mhm.
We are, for the sake of like space on the site and so forth, we are probably going to have to start, start slowly, make sure there are no bugs. So we'll start off with certain brands and so forth and gradually increase that. But yes, the ultimate goal will be to have everything on there.
Mm-hmm. Carrie asks, if we snap a photo on our phone, what is the best way to label the swatches? Tech dummy. You're not a tech dummy, we promise, Carrie. It's actually very easy, and we're happy to provide. What we're really going to do is provide a tutorial for everyone. This is the way that this is supposed to be done so that it is uniform, and that we will be able to have similar swatches in a uniform fashion so that it doesn't look as though, oh, wait, this swatch is like so terrible, or this swatch is like really good. We want them to be very uniform. And with that being said, there is going to be an upload process, and there will be a kind of review process as well in order to be able to have them posted to the site, because we want them to be quality. They have to be very nice, and so that people can really see and understand and make those informed decisions.
Anything else? Does anybody have any other questions?
And we have gotten some questions in the past of, well, what if the pictures that are uploaded are not, they're taken from someone else's pictures? And that was something that we were asked. And of course, that is not tolerated, and that will be definitely addressed in the terms of use, in terms of upload and everything like that. So there's a no tolerance policy for that, of course. And we cannot guarantee that won't happen, but there will be certain steps in place where that, of course, will be monitored and regulated.
And it will be more challenging to upload things that don't belong to you than it would be to just upload your own swatches. So hopefully, it will be an unappealing attempt, and then we'll swiftly deal with anything that does kind of fall through those cracks.
Correct. If people can also ask what comparison swatches, yes. So that is a perfect question. They will be able to ask what comparison swatches they do want. Say there isn't a product on EverySwatch, right? I mean, it is going to start slowly. It's going to take some time for it to build and for it to be as robust as we want it to be. Bear with us as we continue to grow it. But yes, you are more than able to ask what comparison swatches you want, and then we will have a process in which we will attempt to get all those. Very good question. And of course, on the skin tone, right? And what lighting. And that's essentially what differentiates EverySwatch from, say, Instagram, Pinterest, etc. The idea behind it is to have it in one place so that it's easily searchable in a easily categorized place, right? So for example, if you go to Chanel, you're only going to get Chanel. If you go to Dior's website, you're only going to get Dior. If you search Dior swatch on Instagram, you have no idea what's going to pop up. So we are really trying to make it so easily searchable. The search engine we are working on is top notch. And we are definitely excited and ready for even more development for this. Hi, how are you? Good evening. Any other questions or anything else that you would like to show? Do we want to show the website, Lexi?
Sure.
Okay. Let me pull that up real quick.
Whoever submits swatches, can they watermark their name or Instagram so that everyone knows who submitted it?
So they will have you'll have your own profile. And so it's going to be similar to almost an Instagram where you have your profile, right? And then they'll be able to go to your Instagram or anything like that. So that in itself will, I mean, everything's going to be under your name, essentially.
Right. So right now, if you are submitting swatches to the EverySwatch Instagram, yes, feel free to watermark those. You know, those will be posted on Instagram. We definitely don't want those stolen. But once we have the actual website up and the uploading process, we'll have our own way to deal with that. And yes, our profile is going to be very important there. And yeah, I think that should help keep everything kind of like organized by person and everything as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we know sometimes you just identify with one person's skin tone. You want to see all the swatches that they have and things like that. So we've definitely taken that into account.
All right, so this is the EverySwatch website, you guys. So essentially, the website gives you an overview of what is in development, what is being worked on at this time. So it's every skin tone, every shade, and every person. And essentially it's where beauty and technology come together and really try to provide a just exceptional experience for you being able to search and explore and make decisions based on knowledge, right? So this is just telling you more about it, every color, and making sure that our aims to cover every skin color and every product under the sun and in the shade. Get it? Because of lighting conditions. We really want all types of lighting conditions, guys. We want shade. We want sun. We want
indoor warm lighting and so forth. You know, like office lighting and so forth. Because you never know. I mean, nobody is going to wear this just in one type of lighting. And depending on where you are, most of the time you actually might want to see what it looks like in one particular condition instead of, you know, what you might normally see it in. Because we see a lot of like natural light swatches or computerized swatches.
Yes. And that's really what we have seen and what we've seen as it's one of those things that I don't even know how it happened, Lexi. How did that even happen? Like the
computerized swatches?
Yeah. It's very interesting how it all came under development. Like every single brand now has computerized swatches where it's almost like they have a PDF and they're just slapping it on, you know, a different skin tone. And not that that's not necessarily helpful in the fact that you are able to see that, but it is not ideal. And it's very difficult to ascertain if that shade would necessarily look good on you, right?
Right.
And so, like as we were talking about before, we want it very easily searchable. You know, you can filter, you can search, you can find those swatches because they're categorized. They are easy to find. That is important. And then every swatch. So what we're really trying to convey is that every person and every swatch makes a difference. You are what makes every swatch, right? And so that is of most importance. And we are all working together to make this the best it can possibly be. And honestly, that is what is so cool about this whole, this, right? It's just so cool. It's so cool. So this is essentially, I don't know if I can go in here. If y'all can you see that okay, Lexi?
Yes.
All right, so this is essentially what we're working on. This, of course, is in development, so it may not look like this when you see it come out, but
it'll look better than this.
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, you know, this was a rough draft. It's going to look better.
Yeah. And then And you see how you can have your brand on the left-hand side, your categories, various ratings. We are having ratings and reviews as well. And then you can see your points on the top right-hand corner where you would say, oh, this is how many points I have. And I'm this close to, this gift card or this gift card, all those things. And then various swatches, and then being able to compare them as well. So this essentially is what we're looking at right here. Can you see that okay? I'm having to hold my computer screen. I just want to make sure.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. So you can see the skin tone, the type, the lighting condition. It's really important for us to have these labeled so that we'll be able to adequately be, assess what we're looking at here and things like that. But yeah, that's essentially what EverySwatch is. And then everyone has the opportunity. Anyone can upload to the site. Of course, you have to be a certain age or older and all those things with terms and conditions and all that stuff. But the more swatches you get, the more points you can earn for gift cards and things of that nature, special beauty promotions. And then you're able to—
the review section and so forth will also be eligible for points. And let's just say, reviews are going to have to be like a quality review. You cannot just say, it's a nice palette. Or
this is
really pretty, but I haven't bought it yet. So those reviews drive us nuts. There will be standards.
And I think too, what makes this so unique is that it's not affiliated with any company. It's not affiliated. It's just Lexi and me. It's just us. It's not affiliated with the Sephora or Nordstrom or whatever. It's just unbiased us. It's just us. So I think that's what makes it so unique and kind of exciting and a little different, and I don't know. It's just so cool. I think it's really cool. Okay. So you can also search the site like we were talking about in all these different, direct sunlight, indoor lighting, things like that. And then like Lexi was saying before, you can keep track of the items you own in your personal catalog. And then you can compare those swatches. Say you've uploaded those swatches to your, profile or whatnot. Then you can keep those and say, oh, you know what? That one kind of looks like this new release that just came out. Let me see if I really need to get the new release, right? Hey, you never know. And then the result, no more computer generated images and real swatches on real people that you can count on. And then more diverse swatches on every person allows for more informed decision making every time. So just like we were talking about, that's essentially what we're looking at. And just, we are just so thrilled. So thrilled. All right, let's get back to the chat. Oh, we're so excited that you're excited. It's easy to change skin tone on Photoshop.
It definitely is easy to make changes on Photoshop. And, one of the things that I've noticed is even when you change the skin tone, you still miss something with like a real swatch on that skin tone too, because you don't necessarily get the sheerness of the product if they're like photoshopping it onto something, which can also be an issue at times.
Yes.
So.
It's so true. And, it's very difficult too, because a lot of the swatches that you see, almost like picture on picture on picture, you can't see also the undertone, right? You can't see.
Right, because it's built up so much.
Yes. And it's really important that Lexi and I are always like, it's so good to get, okay, for example, we're going to play here. So for example, this is just sitting out here. So this bronzer here, it's so important to be able to see how it kind of gradient out, right? Gradients out, gradient. How would I say that, Lex?
Fades out, maybe.
Fades out. Thank you. Yes, exactly. So it's just so important to have that and be able to see, oh, well, this is going to sheer out really nicely, right? So that I'm not going to have an orange face or, like with the bronzer or something, it's important. All right. Let me say we appreciate you ladies undertaking such a huge task. It's such a big task, but I can tell you've already put in a lot. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That is so sweet. No, thank you so much. And we're really excited. We just need everyone to continue to share and to just tell everyone about it, really. Thank you. Oh, we're so thankful that you guys feel it's, a need, a gap in the industry, and that we felt that it was a huge gap. It's, there was something missing, and we really wanted to bring it to the forefront because it's important. It's important.
Yeah, it was one of the main reasons I started YouTube, because I couldn't find the swatches I was looking for. So I was like, well, might as well help other people and just go for it. And I did, but it's only one skin tone. So, to be able to build on that, it's just, I think it's so necessary.
I think it's awesome. Like, it's exactly, Lexi. We're only one person, right? So
yeah, and as much as we can try to predict what it would look like on somebody else, it's not always the same. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't. And the nuances and the tones and so forth can make a huge difference. So I think this will definitely be helpful, and to help kind of figure out exactly like who is a good skin tone match for you and so forth. We're going to have like foundation matches for those people kind of logged into the profile and so forth, so you can kind of identify with people who wear the same shades as you and things like that. So I think that's going to be another feature that can help you find somebody who is swatching things of a similar skin tone also. And regardless, sometimes it's useful just to find one person, even if they don't have the same skin tone. If you look at products that you already have and you see how it looks on them and what the difference is between how it looks on you, you can kind of use that to make a judgment call. Again, it's not completely accurate, but I think it's still useful. It's so much better than looking at a computerized swatch.
Yeah, no kidding. And, yeah, exactly. Oh, hey. Oh, yay. Yes, brands do it because it's easy for them, but it's bad for consumer. Yeah, I can definitely see that. For sure.
Yes, it's a way for them to basically say, oh, we're showing it on all skin tones without them actually having to do any work.
And I think, and honestly, guys, this is going to be it's not going to be easy. I mean, it's not going to be easy because we are going to need everyone to contribute and to be able to help us in making this a big, robust library, essentially. And we need your help to do that. And we're really excited and so thrilled about it. But we do need help, and we just ask for your help in sharing and being able to help us with that. We appreciate all of that and all of the excitement about it. We're just over. I mean, we were like, oh my gosh, like it's so exciting.
All right. Well, does anybody have any other questions?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Thank you. Any other questions or anything else? right now? Oh, we're happy to answer any and every swatch. You can DM us, send us swatches, you guys. We're happy to post those. We have a reel going up
And of
tonight.
course, we tag you in them.
Yes.
That's also another way, to kind of help get your swatches out there as well. So
yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for all of your support and for coming. And feel free to leave any questions or comments down below in the comment box or DM us on EverySwatch. So the Instagram handle is just at EverySwatch. And yeah, I think that is everything. So definitely, just feel free to reach out whenever you have a question or a comment.
Thank you guys so much for coming. We'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.